Salachya by Shimmy Hawashai, Hamashiach, Wa Malachya by Shem Harawat Kakorash, Barakathum, the water Bible Bar, Wakwam Yasharala. Double honor to the apostles, elders, and bishops of Great Millstone who teach us daily, to the men out there teaching the likewise doctrine and city Shalom. Today, we're going to get into a couple videos. We still on Trump. It's a Trump Kamala week, y'all, because shit's getting ridiculous, man. I mean, I'm talking to the so-called black and brown community right now. When y'all gonna get tired of these people playing with y'all? Because that thing in Atlanta, that should let you know that these people do not take y'all serious, man. But y'all still trying to line up and go vote. You think your little check mark in that box gonna make a difference? No, it's not. And you can see how they playing with y'all. They showing y'all. They don't give a damn about y'all, man. They just gonna keep pacifying y'all with bullshit. Now, in these two videos, the first video talking about Trump and how he just mumbles on without he's talking loud but saying nothing. Just like the dude with the Biden mask. Now let's get into these vain babblings real quick. I want y'all to see this. It says, name of this video is Trump Rambles Like a Madman in Most Unhinged Rally Ever. Check this out.
Donald Trump is becoming increasingly unhinged to the point where most of the things that he is saying out loud, whether it's in interviews or at his rallies, none of it makes sense. This man is somehow incapable these days of stringing together a complete thought into coherent sentences. And if you don't understand what I mean, then take a look at these clips from Donald Trump speaking at a rally this week. This rally was, of course, after his disastrous performance in front of the group of black journalists. But here is what Trump attempted to say to this crowd. Again, there's several clips here, none of them making any sense at all. But take a look.
I can't believe I'm doing it. You know, the weird thing, I mean, 2 weeks ago I was talking about Biden. I didn't even know her name. Nobody did. Kamala. Hello. Beautiful. I didn't even know her name. Kamala. I heard dollars. They want to call him up and they want to deal with her. And I didn't deal like that. I never dealt like that. I didn't need the money. I said, no, I don't want to do that. I told a lot of guys that I like and some guys that I don't like, but very rich people, I just can't do that. I can't do it. They want to do the telephone systems. They want to do lots of little things like that. We'd like to take over the telephone system of the United States. I'm sorry, I can't do that.
What is he talking about? Absolutely nothing.
But unlike her, I cannot be bought and I cannot be controlled. I have no interest in that.
See how he lying? Now watch how dude that's making this video bring out the receipts of, yes, you can be bought, and you have been bought several times.
In line, Chuck Schumer refused to shake the Israeli prime minister's hand. Chuck Schumer has become a Palestinian. Yes, can you believe it? He's become a proud member of Hamas.
Now you see how he puts labels on people. He puts labels on people without any proof. What is his purpose? To divide the people. To give you an enemy. That's all these people do. They make enemies. If they don't have an enemy, they will create one. Because this is a warlike people.
Nancy Pelosi likewise denounced the speech in shameful terms. You know.
Now, I could have gone even further. There were far more clips than that, but I don't want you to have to sit through all those. But if you follow the link in the description of the video, go to the Twitter feed of @Asen, he has all the rest of the clips. They're absolutely just totally insane because Donald Trump is an incoherent madman. That is what he is. And that is what that little sampling of clips shows us. This is not a man who is capable of any form of rational thought. This isn't a man who can make decisions on the fly as president of the United States. This is a petty, egotistical narcissist that is suffering from some form of mental decay, but definitely some kind of mental decay. I don't know what, but it's there. And this is the crap he spews out. I mean, think about that first statement he made, right? Nobody knows who she was. 2 weeks ago, nobody knew her name. I didn't know her name. You literally admitted in an interview earlier that week that you knew her. Like, not personally, but that you had known her for years.
And he's correct, because I have the clip. Let's get it. Name this backlash after Trump questions Kamala Harris's ethnicity. Now check this out. Now at the beginning of the other clip, he said, didn't nobody never heard of her or nothing until 2 weeks ago. Now watch he get caught in that lie.
Of Indian heritage, and she was only promoting Indian heritage. I didn't know she was black until a number of years ago when she happened to turn black, and now she wants.
Hold up.
She was always of Indian heritage, and she was only promoting Indian heritage. I didn't know she was black until a number of years ago when she happened to turn black, and now she wants to be known as black.
He said he didn't know she was black until a couple of years ago. But in the other clip, you said you never heard of her. How could you not never heard of a vice president?
So I don't know, is she Indian or is she black?
She has always
But you know
identified
what?
as a black woman.
I
She went to a
respect
historically
either
black
one.
college.
I respect either one, but she obviously doesn't, because she was Indian all the way, and then all of a sudden she made a turn and she became a black person.
Just to be clear, sir, do you?
Now, you'll remember before.
Okay, let's go back to the other one.
That's what you actually said in the room of black journalists. You said, like, you've known her for years, and then you're over there telling the crowd, like, I didn't even know who she was 2 weeks ago. Didn't know her name. Kamala. Is that your big attack on her now? You're just going to say, Kamala. Because if that's what you want to go with, I'm not going to stop you. Just understand you're not going to win over a single new voter with that. You do, however, run the risk of turning off a lot of voters. The next thing he goes into, I can't be bought. Are you kidding us right now? Are you kidding us? Every world leader understood when you were president of the United States that if they wanted to get on your good side, all they had to do was book a block of rooms at one of your resorts. Saudi Arabia, and I bring this example up frequently because it's the biggest one, would rent out entire blocks of rooms at Donald Trump's former DC hotel, pay for them in advance, and then never use them, and never ask for a refund.
Y'all heard that? Now, he said that he can be bought, right? But then you got people renting out whole floors in his hotel but don't show up. What you think that really is? They giving him money. That's what it is. On the low, but off the radar. That's what they doing.
So they were just using his hotel to funnel money into his pocket. And then, of course, Saudi Arabia got everything they wanted from the Trump administration. And then when they were done, they gave Jared Kushner the massive, $2 billion. Even though the rest of the country said, please do not give Jared Kushner $2 billion, the royal family said, no, we're going to give him $2 billion anyway. And then, of course, we come to the last statement in that series of clips I showed you there. Chuck Schumer's a Palestinian. Using the word Palestinian as a slur. Replace Palestinian with literally any other country. And you see how much of a slur that is. Chuck Schumer's a Mexican. Chuck Schumer's Chinese.
See how you put labels on people? See, what Trump does, he attacks you emotionally. He does sensationalism. And he goes after your emotions. He appeals to your emotions so you'll feel some type of way about the people that he's lying on. That's so in Discord.
Chuck Schumer is Iraqi. See? Yeah, now you get it. Not to mention the fact that he then said that Chuck Schumer was a proud member of Hamas. This man is insane. And I don't think we should be afraid to say that. And I don't think that the corporate media should be afraid to say that either. These are not the statements, these are not the ramblings of a sane person. There is something deeply wrong with this man, something deeply wrong with his brain, and the media needs to go back to focusing on that. When President Biden had a very bad debate performance, all we heard was how, oh my God, his brain's not there, it's just nothing but mashed potatoes in his skull, he needs to go, he can't do the job. Okay, what about this crap? You're going to let all this fly because Donald Trump does it so frequently we become just numb to it? No. Talk about it. Point out how it's not just weird, but also likely the symptom that there's something deeply wrong inside of his head. Hi, everyone. This here is little Athena.
Okay, we can come out of this. Yeah, man. And that says a lot about Babylon because in all actuality, who y'all got to decide between? Y'all got Donald Trump, a man who always lying and starting shit, instigating every time he get behind the podium. You just saw that. And then you got Kamala Harris. She's in between races right now. She's undecided. And then you got the man with the Joe Biden mask on. All of these people have been proven to be liars. And this the best you got to offer America? This the best you got for your future? You're done, dude. It's over. Because none of the world leaders are going to respect any of these people that y'all so-called elect. And if there's no respect, guess what comes after that? The takeover. Now let's get into some scriptures. They already took it. All these migrants here waiting on that green light to act a fool. Yeah, it's over. Now let's get Deuteronomy. This is the best America has to offer. You got to pick between one of three idiots, one of three liars. Like I said, man, when y'all gonna get tired of these people playing with y'all? Because politics is not politics. It's about finding the most influential puppet to make the people dance all the way down to the FEMA camps. Deuteronomy chapter 32, verse 28. For they are a nation void of counsel, neither is there any understanding in them. Yes, that is applicable to Edom all day. Let's go to Daniel chapter 4. Verse 17. This matters by the decree of the watchers and by the demand of the word of the holy ones, to the intent that the living may know that the Most High ruleth in the kingdom of men, and giveth it to whomsoever he will, and set up over it the bases of men. Esau is a base man. He is the basis. Now let's go to the book of Job. Job chapter 9, verse 24, the earth is given to the hand of the wicked, because the faces of the judges thereof not where and who is he? Earth was given to the hand of the wicked. That's why you got these fools up here. Now, if this was a righteous kingdom, they would be in chains. Now let's go to Job 30. Job 30, chapter 8. Not chapter, verse 8, Salachya. They were children of fools, yeah, children of base men. They were violent in the earth. See, there go that word, that term again, base man. This dude is a intelligent idiot, if there's such a thing. Now let's go to Job 13. Verse 4, but ye be forgers of lies, your all physicians of no value. Exactly. These people freestyle lies. Now, you notice in that speech, all he was doing was talking about people. He wasn't talking policy. He wasn't talking foreign relations, none of that. He was just talking about people. That's a small-minded person. Small-minded people talk about other people. And you gonna put him ahead of a country? Are you insane? The answer is yes, they are insane. Job chapter 15, verse 35. They conceive mischief and bring forth vanity, and their belly prepare deceit. Yes. Let's go to Psalms chapter 73. Yeah. Either of these three candidates are well capable of getting this country in some shit because the respect is gone. There's nothing left to respect about this country. That's when the real wolves are gonna come in because they see you can be taken. You know how many nations been waiting for this opportunity to get in your ass, Babylon the fake? It's on. You put a weak ass leader up there you want to, they gonna take full advantage. Their chops are watering. They can't wait to get some get back. Psalm 73, verse 5, they are not in trouble as other men, neither are they plagued like other men. See, it's funny to me how Babylon the fake just forgets the fact that this man is a felon. How is he even eligible for re-election? They just sweep that under the rug, right? All these court cases he got going on right now. But they see, they're not in trouble as other men, neither are they plagued like other men. How you gonna put a felon ruler, you gonna put a felon in charge of a country? You gonna put a known liar in front in the rule of country? Yeah, Esau, you done, bro. You didn't play it out big time. Verse 8, they are corrupt and speak wickedly concerning oppression. They speak loftily. And you can hear that every time Trump speak pretty much. He's very proud. Speak wickedly concerning oppression. They speak loftily. And when you speak loftily, you talk in a way that you think you're better than everybody else. Verse 12, behold, these are the ungodly. They prosper in the world. They increase in riches. You heard how the man said that how they funnel money in the Trump's pocket indirectly by renting all those rooms, but don't nobody show up. They're just giving him money under the table. Yeah, he's bought. You got the man with the Biden mask on, Trump, and Kamala Harris. All three of these people work for the same people. This is a play on the world stage to keep you invested emotionally in a fake election and to distract you. Now let's go to Psalms 52. Verse 3. We started verse 2. Thy tongue deviseth mischief like a sharp razor working deceitfully. Yeah, every time he get behind the podium. Matter of fact, let me add a script to this list. And we'll bring out. That reminded me. Okay, Psalms 52. Now let's go to Psalms. Verse 3. Thou lovest evil more than good and lying rather than to speak righteousness. Salah. You saw how he went down a list lying on people. Nothing did you hear about policy, politics. Not that it matters because all they do is lie anyway. But it shows you where his mind at. All he want to do is talk about people, demonize them, and lie on them. That's a shit starter. You're going to put a shit starter, an instigator, in charge of a country. And then you wonder why a nuclear lake of fire is coming to Babylon the fake. Psalms 58, verse 3, the wicked are estranged from the womb. They go astray as soon as they be born, speaking lies. Now, who's considered the wicked of the Bible? Edomites. And their history shows it. Warlike people just start wars just because they're emotional like that. Who does that? The weakest of the nations. Like the Lord said, though, he set up over the bases of men. The weakest, the most emotional, emotionally unstable, fragile. What else? His characteristics. Proud, very fickle, very covetous. Now let's get a list of the things that Esau hates. Now, if Esau hates these things, how you think you gonna get some justice in a wicked kingdom? What Esau hates? He hates righteousness. He hates correction. He hates instruction. He hates truth, reality, order, peace, life, love, justice, and unity. He hates all that. But you think either three of these candidates gonna give you that stuff that he hates? No. Esau gonna give you hell. That's what he's created to do. Sorry. I told y'all to stop expecting the wicked to be righteous judges. They weren't created for that. But yet y'all still looking for them to be righteous. You people are insane. Has their history not shown you that they don't give a fuck about you? But yet y'all still keep letting them play with y'all around election time. Now I see a few people standing up on on the internet. Eve is finally disgusted, and that's a good thing. But y'all need to realize that you ain't gonna get no justice on this side. That's why I think it's the book of Baruch, chapter 2, verse 30, says, "Come up out of her, my people, for this is not your rest." Let me see. Y'all can forget it. They're not gonna give you what you want. That's why I said, "Come up out of her, my people." That ain't it. I quoted the wrong one. But let's find it. Let's see. Micah 2 and 10. I knew it was a 2 in there somewhere. All right, Micah 2 and 10, arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest, because it is polluted, it shall destroy you even with the sword destruction. We gonna get everything we want in the kingdom that's about to come. You ain't gonna get it on this side. So stop looking for justice. Stop looking for equality. Stop looking for fairness, equality. Stop looking for it. It's not gonna happen. Because if these people had any intention of doing those things, they would have did it a long time ago. So they're just stringing you along with lies all the way to the FEMA camps. But y'all, for some reason, still believe in these liars. Are you insane? I guess the answer is yes, because you keep doing it. Now let's go to Psalms 28. Verse 3, draw me not away with the wicked and with the workers of iniquity, which speak peace to their neighbors, but mischief is in their hearts all day. These people had any intention of treating you right, they would have did it a long time ago instead of bombing your success. drowning towns, your success. Bombing Tulsa, Oklahoma. No, they don't want you to do good because they hate you just that much. So y'all need to come up out of this American dream shit. Either get ready to go home to the kingdom or get ready to die in Babylon the fake. Psalm chapter 64. Verse 8, so they shall make their own tongue to fall upon themselves. All that see them shall flee away. Because reality is gonna kick in real hard. And the sentiment is gonna be, don't nobody want to have no dealings with a known liar. That's why you think all the other nations pulling away from this dollar, because they pulling away from Esau. They don't want no dealings with him. And can you blame them? Esau, if you was them, you wouldn't deal with you neither. And to get some little get back because they don't want to deal with your little sensitive ass, you gonna lie on them and demonize them. Now they really don't want to deal with you. Go to Sirach, chapter 10. We start at verse 1. A wise judge will instruct his people, and the government of a prudent man is well ordered. This ain't that. Verse 2. As the judge of the people is himself, and so are his officers, and what manner of man the ruler of the city is, such are all they that dwell therein. So you put Trump in office, you're gonna have a bunch of petty ass, emotional ass, warlike citizens. They're gonna be just like him. Because all he does every time he get behind the podium, lie and instigate. So what you think is gonna come in a matter of time? Yeah, it's gonna be civil war. And it's not really civil, it's a racial war. That's all they have ever been. They just renamed it civil war. No, it's race war, man. Let's go to where we at. Let's go to verse 3. An unwise king destroyeth his people. Exactly. Through division. Sowing discord amongst brethren. An unwise king destroyeth his people, but through the prudence of them which are in authority, the city shall be inhabited. You don't want no shit starting ass ruler over you because you will never have peace in your land. Look at Israel right now. Getting bombed from all sides. Or at least they're about to. Iran finna light that ass up because they killed the Hamas leader. And one thing the elder said, Benjamin Wachowski has done, he has brought all those Ishmaelite Arab nations together on one accord. And they are all around Israel in every direction. They are surrounded by Ishmaelites who wants that ass. Good job, Wachowski. You see what happens when you put a shit-starting leader over your country. The same thing gonna happen in the United States as well. Sirach chapter 13, verse 4. If thou be for his profit, he will use thee. But if thou have nothing, he will forsake thee. Yeah. You ain't got shit, they're gonna act like you don't even exist. Verse 6. Now we go to 5. If thou have anything, he will live with thee. Yeah, he will make thee bear and not be sorry for it. He's just gonna wait till the right moment to steal your shit and not be sorry for it. Verse 6, if you have need of thee, he will deceive thee and smile upon thee and put thee in hope. he will speak thee fair and say, what wantest thou? Trying to bribe, you see? Now let's see what this one do. Sirach chapter 13, verse 23. When a rich man speaketh, every man holdeth his tongue and look what he saith. They extol it to the clouds. See, they believe every lying word that come out his mouth. But if the poor man speak, they say, what fellow was this? And if he stumbled, they will help to overthrow him. Now let's go to verse 14. Chapter 13. Salachya. Verse 5. He that is evil to himself, to whom shall he be good? He shall not take pleasure in his goods. Now, lying is a form of evil. Lying is a form of wickedness. He lying to his own people. You expect him to tell you the truth? Verse 7, and if he doeth good, he do it unwillingly. And at the last, he will declare his wickedness. When you end up in a FEMA camp for trusting these people, that's how he declared his wickedness. Because that's been the game plan from the jump for these people. Now, let's jump down. That's not it. Let's go to 1 Timothy. Chapter 6. Verse 4, he is proud, knowing nothing, but doubting about questions and strifes of words, wherefore cometh envy, strifes, railings, evil surmisings. Verse 5, perverse disputings of men of corrupt minds, destitute of the truth, supposing that gain is godliness. From such withdraw thyself. Now let's get some of these words. We already know what envy is. What is strife and railings, evil surmisings? Let's see what strife is. I want to make sure we all understand. Strife, angry or bitter disagreement over fundamental issues, conflict. Now let's go back to the scripture. Railings. Let's see what railings is. It's talking about something else. It's talking about fences, gates, stuff like that. That ain't it. Let's go to what else on it in that script? Evil surmisings. Let's see what surmising is. Surmise. Suppose that something is true without having evidence to confirm it. Ain't that lying? Yeah. Especially when you know it ain't true, but you present it to be true. That's a lie. It says, suppose that something is true without having evidence to confirm it. If you don't have evidence, yet you still say it's true, ain't that lying? Yeah. That's what these people major in. Matter of fact, and that's true, because the CIA, in order for you to become a CIA agent, you actually have to take a class on learning how to lie effectively. Is that not Esau Edom? Hells yeah. Now let's go to Romans. Chapter 16, verse 18. For they that are such serve not our Lord, Yahweh Shai Hamashiach, but their own belly. Check this out. And by good words and fair speeches deceive the hearts of the simple. Did you hear that? It said, and by good words and fair speeches deceive the hearts of the simple. Y'all fall for it every time. Go to James chapter 1, verse 8. The double-minded man is unstable in all his ways. So if he's unstable in all his ways, when is a good time to trust him? Never. Like Sirach chapter 12, verse 10, never trust thine enemy, for like his iron rusteth, so is his wickedness. He's just gonna wax worse and worse. Let's go to 2 Timothy. Chapter 2, verse 16. But shun profane and vain babblings, for they will increase unto more ungodliness. All he do is profane babblings. Go to Proverbs.